bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Into tears. You have my heart inside your hand. You played it to the beat. Baby, I have no story to be told, but I've heard one on you and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair. Make a home down there as mine sure won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Into tears. You have my heart inside your hand. You played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Into tears. You have my heart inside your hand, but you played it with a beating. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. You pay me back in kind and reap just what you sow. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all. We could have had it all. Into tears. You have my heart inside your hand. You played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Into tears. You have my heart inside your hand. But you played it to the beat.
Thank you, Adele. This is the show. I'm Harry. With me is Tyson.
Let me talk to you.
And boy, do we have a eventful evening to go over. We got Saturday night's main event. We got some Raw, got some SmackDown. We have some stories to go over. Was I don't know anything about it, but did Devon and JR have something going on?
Well, they don't really have something going on, but
Okay, well, I guess you'll explain it. Karrion Kross is crying gimmick infringement, I guess. We'll have to talk about that. And the AEW castaways that Triple H just recently acquired don't seem to be doing too hot. Seem to be wasted, is what I hear. Talk about that.
waste.
But man, is it a great day to be alive on the internet. Tyson, how was your week? That good, huh?
Hold on. Okay. My earpiece fell out, so I didn't hear it. Sorry.
How was your week?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything. So my car's in the shop.
Uh-oh.
So I've been in a rental, and they still gave me the permission to do door dashing and stuff. So still doing that.
Why would you not
Yeah,
have permission?
I don't know, because it's a rental car. Why would they want me doing all that driving?
It's a rental car. That's what it's for.
Yeah, but you know,
I don't know. Why would you ask for? What does it matter? You pay the rental service for the car. It doesn't matter if you drive it 1,000,000 miles or 2 miles.
there's rules for rentals,
There's not rules.
and then
Just don't crash
they
it. That's the
always
only rule. Put
they're
gas
like,
in it and don't
oh
crash it.
yeah, that should be the rules. But hey, I didn't want to, oh, you put 1,000 miles on this car.
Hell no. Rented a Jeep the other day, or not the other day, like the other month. DoorDash the fuck out of that thing.
Well, yeah. So I've been door dashing, and it's nice, because my car is old, as I'm a beater person.
Yeah.
I don't get the latest and greatest. I go for beaters, cash car type deals. So this car, I have like a backup camera and the little dashboard thing. Nice little features. I'm like, man, I can't wait in like 4 cars when this is like standard in my car.
I have the remote start is a game changer for me.
I don't have remote start, but I do have like a keyless car.
Okay.
So it's like a push button, which I don't like it. I mean, in the rental, it's okay, but if it was my car, I wouldn't like it. It's like, oh, well, how many pushes am I going to get before it's a problem?
Yeah, that's true. I keep thinking in the back of my mind, like, man, this is nice and all, but this just seems like a uniquely expensive problem down the road.
Yeah. And then you got the dashboard with all the LEDs, and it's pretty much a computer. It's like, man, if just one thing goes wrong,
Right?
and I know it will, the whole dashboard's out, and then you gotta, like, the dashboard's telling me the speed limit, it's telling me like the car information. Like this morning I woke up and apparently the tires were low, and it told me like specifically which tires were low.
Isn't that some shit?
It was. And it told me like uh what PSI to put the tires at. It's good. And then when I got to the gas station was a digital thing, the air thing. So I just set the digital number, and then it aired to that specific PSI. I'm like, man, this is far from the days where you had to put the little thing on, and then the little gauge thing popped up and you had to read that.
Right? I always think like, man, these are luxuries that I can attain. What kind of luxuries do like the super rich get? Spoiled bastards.
Yeah, they get so much more. Self-driving.
Yeah.
Car probably fixes itself.
Get their own driver.
Yeah. Oh, there's a problem. Let me fix it. Just push this button.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. We have some Monday Night Raw to go into, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
So the Anaheim, California walkers were Charlotte Flair and the other one. Then you have Penta because he's facing Rusev later to see who's facing Dominic. And they recapped the Battle Royal because Jey Uso won. So he's facing CM Punk at Saturday night's main event, which just happened. Then stupid Jey Uso opened. Everyone sang Jay with Jay and then yeeted. And then they immediately started chanting CM Punk after all that. Jay says he doesn't care what anybody thinks. He's going to become the 2-time champion. Then CM Punk interrupted, says he's glad Jay's standing on his own 2 feet. He says Jay has what it takes, but how far is he willing to go? And Punk needs to be champion like he needs air in his lungs. And he knows how far he's willing to go. And Jay says, screw you, Punk. I'll show you who's the best in the world on Saturday. And then he leaves. And it's at this point I'm thinking, what the fuck is the point of these?
Well, it was a show waste. It was a time waster. As you
Boy,
know,
was
Jey
it.
Uso, he comes out. Jey Uso, he came out, did his yeet, did the restart. CM Punk comes out, and then he did a restart of his song.
That's how you know they're not even
Like-
trying.
Yeah, and then it's just like I'm gonna win. No, I'm gonna win. And I do like how the CM Punk was like, "How far are you willing to go?" And Jey Uso's like, "Man, I've been champion. I know this life." Like, you act like this is my first time.
Well, later Jay runs into Jimmy. Jimmy's still pissed off at Jay for eliminating him at the Battle Royal. Says it was supposed to be the Usos until they were the last 2. Then they were just going to see what happens. Jimmy says Jay's scared to find out what would happen if it came down to just the 2 of them. And then just kind of leaves Jay to stew on that for a minute. And later, Jay confronts Jimmy. He's like, if the roles were reversed, you would have done the same thing. And I don't appreciate you just approaching me like that before the biggest match of my career. And then they just hugged and kissed. It's like, yeah, you're right.
Yep. We're still the Usos. It
Okay.
kind of seemed like he was manipulating him a little bit, but
I don't know.
maybe it's reading in too much into it.
Well, then the Judgment Day's backstage. Dominic wants help dealing with Rusev and Penta. McTurd and Balor are back to not helping him this week. So later, McTurd and Balor demanded a tag match with from Pierce. And Pierce says one of them's going to lose to Sheamus instead. Boy, was my phrase right on that one. Penta and Rusev went to war. Then the Americanos attacked them, obviously setting up a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. But then Kaiser and the other 2 spent so much time posing that Rusev and Penta recover and kick their asses. So good job there. Then sure enough, Pierce makes the match official at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. So after the Judgment Day segment, Dom made a call to the Americanos to interfere. And then he tried to be slick. He's like, oh, man, it's crazy that they did that on their own. And now Rusev and Penta are going to go after them instead of me. Like, it's so crazy. And then, yeah, Pierce made it official. No, they're going after you. There's going to be a triple threat now.
Well, we have LA Knight backstage. He says he's going to come after the winner of Punk and Uso. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor LA Knight. Waller and Kofi had a commercial interview. Woods is taking a mental health break or something. They're pissed that Styles and his partner were gifted the tag titles. Kofi says New Day's coming for the belts someday. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday.
I do like how Kofi and Xavier Woods, they're like the only one that will point out that, like, this is, they're harping on, this is not even a tag team, it's just 2 individuals. That
Yes.
being Styles and Lee. So they're the only ones that get mad that a tag team is not, or I'm sorry, the champions are not an actual tag team.
Well, then they're going to say, well, where's our rematch? And they never got
Get
one.
it soon.
So we have the Bronze and Heyman backstage. Breaker thinks he should have been in the Battle Royal as it was the fastest way to the title. Heyman says Pierce is already pissed off at them and he didn't want to risk Pierce suspending Breaker without pay. Even though Breaker kind of cucked him last Raw, but whatever. Heyman tells Breaker to focus his energy on the winner of Punk and Uso. And he says he has Breaker scheduled to beat LA Knight later. Breaker even laughed about it because he's like, "Who am I facing? LA Knight." He's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
There was a weird Asuka vignette. Cool.
Some girl, which we are not going to get to this week, but yeah. That
Did he say? Did he do that again?
he did it again.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But this time, I don't know. I guess this time around, it got more attention online, even to where Asuka responded.
I thought they were just now like getting to it.
No, he said it again. He didn't say her name this time. He just said they had some girl beat my record, and everybody was like, "Oh,
because the last time it was like Asuku or whatever.
yeah, Asuka."
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to do this video again, or or maybe our old video will get attention." Because yeah, this has happened already.
Yeah, for some reason I just thought like the old story got traction.
No, he said it again.
Good deal.
But yeah, she responded. So, and she basically said,
Whatever.
in no certain terms, she basically said she didn't, she didn't choose the streak. She just chose to put on good matches. They chose the streak. And yeah, and basically Goldberg can say what he wants. That's his own opinion.
Good deal. Well, the Bella lost to Roxanne Perez clean. Why is she even here?
Who, Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
She's babyface again, though, so there's that.
When was she a heel?
Well, she wasn't really a heel, but people were tired of her being around her. But this outfit she wore apparently got back in the good graces of the internet
Okay.
because, her ass cheeks were hanging out. Everybody kept posting about it. Got her trending.
Well, Perez and No Definition Rodriguez rough up the Bella after the match. Stephanie Vacker comes out. Vaquer. Which one is shit?
Vaquer.
Vaquer. Okay. Comes out, has a stare down with No Definition Rodriguez. And then the Bella just inserted herself and made her little stupid face, which is weird. And yeah, the Bella and Vaquer had a commercial interview that I skipped after that.
Basically, they're going after Raquel and Perez.
We have some more girl bullshit. Bailey wants to face Charlotte and the other one with Vulcan. Oh my god, the Kabuki Warriors, they come in, they're pissed off at Vulcan because they wanted the tag title match. And it was like Vulcan said, I don't know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut in line. It's not my fault. Because didn't Bailey like set up the match or some shit? Yeah, Bailey set up the match.
Yeah.
And the Kabuki Warriors are pissed off at Vulcan.
Yeah.
But the main takeaway from this is Kairi Sane did her fucking thing where she lingers and she tries to to be the peacemaker. And then she just makes this stupid ass fucking face. She puts her thumbs in her ears, sticks her tongue out for no reason. And then the Vulcan lady, she does this fucking campy, stupid little cartoon face.
She's great, isn't she?
No, she's terrible.
Great acting.
Every time she is on the screen, I want to turn it off. There's nothing about her that I want to watch.
They're all great.
Braun Breaker beat LA Knight, of course. Wasn't any other conclusion to that. McTurd surprisingly beat Sheamus with Balor's help. Balor and McTurd are getting their tag title rematch next week, so there's that. They get their rematch before the New Day did.
Yes, because they won a singles match, which proves that they deserve a tag team title match.
That makes sense to me.
A singles match against the guy who's not even a part of the championship.
Yeah. More girl stuff. Dupree and Seth's husband are going to wrestle again. Can't wait for that. Charlotte Flair and the other one had a commercial interview. The Kabuki Warriors interrupted that. Asuka says she's changed a lot since wrestling Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte's not ready for Asuka. So it doesn't sound like she changed at all to me, but whatever. And I think Kari was on crack or something. Because, like, she was making some weird face, and then she just started spinning her umbrella at Charlotte and Alexa.
She's waiting for her Kyrie spot. Kyrie!
I think she was on crack, or she was having like a fucking acid trip or something. Or she's just there. Just release me, Triple H. And yeah, the girl match was the last. That tag match was the main event. I didn't watch it. I didn't care.
It wasn't too much about it. The only thing was Valkyria, her hair got stuck on Alexa's gear, so then Alexa had to take her shirt off. But she had an undershirt on, so there you go.
Thank God for that. I hate to see too much of Alexa Bliss. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, they retained their titles.
All right.
And I guess they're close to obtaining some record for the most title defenses of the tag team championship. So Charlotte Flair gets another record under her belt.
I have nothing to add to that. So let's just go ahead and go to SmackDown.
All right.
Which was basically just a glorified NCAA commercial. Specifically the Utah Utes. And we are in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we open up with the mascots for Utah and Cincinnati for some reason. Completely unrelated sport. It's good to draw your attention away from your product like that. Walkers were Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. They have a contract signing. Then we have Nia Jax, who's dressed up like an idiot. Then Alexa Bliss, because they have a match. And then we have Jade Cargill. She's dressed like Punisher. And they said she turned on Stratton last week. And is it really a turn? Were they friends?
Yeah. Well, they weren't friends, but
It seemed like they hung out for a week.
she was a baby face, and then she came out and wasn't a baby face anymore.
Okay. But is Stratton a baby face?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Stratton opened up the show all pissed off. She called out Cargill. Nick Aldis came out to settle Stratton down. Cargill came out, and there's a ruckus. Ultimately, nothing happened. And this was a complete waste of time as well.
Yes. But the only thing they were getting over was the fact that Stratton's hurt.
Yeah.
Because, first there's the, like, right after SmackDown, there's this thing like, oh, Tiffany Stratton's hurt, but she's determined to make it to Saturday night's main event.
She's a fighting champion.
And then, we get here, and I don't know how many times Nick said it, you're hurt now. Like,
oh, come on, Tiffany, you don't want to do this.
There was the weirdest wording where it's like, oh, yeah, you're cleared to go under your own discretion or your personal discretion or some shit. Tolerance, your personal tolerance. Like,
what the fuck does that
even mean? Like, as long as she can handle the pain, she can go.
All right. Well, then there was a Ilya Dragunov vignette, which I skipped right past. Then R-Truth did some gay shit backstage with the Motor City Machine Guns. He was Santa Claus. I don't know. I don't care. Solo pulled up. He talked some shit to the Machine Guns. There's a tag match that got set up because of that. Machine Guns are like the whitest, most boring fucking team ever, which is saying something because they have Balor and McTurd.
Well, they're Irish. They got at least they have a flair to them. You got these Motor City Machine Guns. That's why
fucking
I call them
boring.
Kinko's managers. They, we got a story coming up later about these AEW rejects coming to WWE. Maybe they made the wrong choice. Maybe they made the wrong choice. Why didn't they go to AEW? Put on bangers.
I think whoever signed them made the wrong choice. They're fucking boring. There's nothing about them that I don't like. They don't set themselves apart from any of the other teams.
Well, I guess they do in the ring, but
Do they?
Unfortunately, that wasn't in the ring.
They put the same match on that anybody else does.
I don't know. I'm sure they do different stuff. I mean, I'm not like watching their matches, so I can't really tell you what they do differently, but
right.
I'm sure there's something different that they do.
Well, later
I hear about them all the time, especially in TNA. Oh, they're so great. So, but yeah, you're gonna get me watching any of the matches.
Well, later, Solo and the MFTs are in the back. Ray Phoenix stops them and challenges Taller Tonga to a match. And he slapped Tonga because they haven't, done that move to death.
And it was the weirdest thing too. There, we have Solo. He goes up to Phoenix and he's like, "You want some trouble? You want a match? Or no, you want to fight?" And he's like, "I don't want to fight you." And then he leaves. Then he runs and jumps. I guess he jumps on a stool or something, or he goes off to get a
stool.
Yeah, he goes off to get a stepladder or something. It's like, "I want you."
Yeah. Cabron. Look, all right.
Like, oh, you want to lose to Talatonga? Okay.
Yeah, and then he slapped him, and then the guy's like, all right.
I noticed he hasn't talked yet. So, and that
That's
was the
probably a
closest
reason
we
for
got
that.
to words.
Dragunov beat one of the Fraxium goons somehow. I didn't watch it. Tommaso Ciampa attacked Fraxium after the match. And then the other Fraxium came out to fight. So did Gargano. There was a brawl. Dragunov brawled too. It went through the commercial break, and then they came back, and everyone's fighting, and then everyone just like goes their separate ways. And then Dragunov's alone. He's like, "Stop it! What are you guys doing?" And then he turns around. Tama Tonga has his title, and he goes, "Yeah," and hands it back to him.
Such riveting stuff there.
Yeah.
And again, here we go. We got so Dragunov continues the open challenge, which would be a good thing, but yes, it is answered by Nathan Frazier, and it's like, okay, it is clear that this SmackDown they're not going to try. This SmackDown has been mailed in. It is clear right here, and the fact that that match went, I think it went like maybe 30 minutes or so. It went through 2 commercials, and I'm like, get this damn match over with.
It was an obscenely long match, yes.
Because it was a banger. And I guess the crowd was into it. Oh, and then yeah, Ciampa, he came out. So Frazier answers the open challenge. Ciampa comes out and he's like, you're not gonna give the open challenge to this guy." And then Dragunov says, "Hey, he was first." He literally says that. Well, it's an open challenge, but he was first. And then Ciampa literally just like, okay, and then leaves the ring. Just leaves the ring.
Why didn't they just make it a triple threat match? If it's
I
an
don't
open
know.
challenge.
I don't know. But that was literally the dialogue. Well, it's an open challenge, but he was first.
I can't stand
Okay.
Dragunov.
I don't mind Dragunov. At least he's intense.
Is he? All he does is make stupid faces.
Well, yeah, it's a hard hitting affair anytime. Like he's not doing all the, flippy stuff. I like his H bomb too. Just looks devastating. The fact that you're laying on the ground.
It would look devastating if he had like maybe 50 more pounds of muscle or something.
Well, he's jacked right now. He came back
He's
jacked.
a little guy.
He's a lot bigger than he was before he left.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I don't know, we're going to be getting, and here we go again. So I guess we're getting Ciampa and Dragunov at some point, and then Tama Tonga lets you know that he's also vying for the title, but they're open challenges. So I don't know, like you just have to answer the open challenge. It's not that difficult. It's just like the Shinsuke thing where Shinsuke is like, he was stalking Sami Zayn. He's like, it's an open challenge. Just go out there.
Oh, we'll get to Shinsuke.
But so we're outside of the Jade Cargill segment. We are really heavily on the MFTs through the SmackDown. And then now we got this Dragunov and Frazier match. So, yeah.
Well, Carmelo Hayes beat the British Fruitcake. Miz tried to help Fruitcake win, but he sucks. So Hayes won anyway. Then Miz attacked Hayes after the match. Glad we're pushing on with this feud.
Sure. But I do want to say the British Fruitcake, as you call him, is Kit Wilson, part of the former tag team of Pretty Deadly. They are still a tag team, but the other one's hurt. I don't remember his name. The other one's hurt. So Kit Wilson is now, I guess, going to do a singles run. And so he came out with new music. He came out with new gear for his singles run. And I got to tell you, this guy looked like the most elite jobber of jobbers that you can actually draw up. No star power. And I don't I don't want to be mean or anything, but I think just from that one appearance, it is clear that the next round of budget cuts will involve him. Like he's out of here, just off of that one appearance. He just looks so jobber. They're never going to be able to recover his character from that.
Well, I didn't think he had. I thought he was dead in the water with his tag team.
Maybe he was, but at least
like they're an effeminate British comedy act. Like how far can that go?
I don't know. Maybe they were starting to get over. Well, they were getting over with certain people.
Yeah, most people
Like
don't
one
count.
person even tweeted him. So there's a big controversy because he came out with his solo music and new graphics and new gear, and some person even tweeted him, "Are you like what happened to the tag team Pretty Deadly? Did you break up, King?" That's what the person tweeted him, and he said, "No, we're still together." So he confirmed that Pretty Deadly is still a thing. If you were sweating that, but the person called him King, so there is. You can imagine.
That's a common
It
thing.
is, but you can imagine. You know, you know. I bet you there's some pronouns in that bio of whoever said that, and the pronouns may be accurate or not. Oh, I do have a quick story. I had to go off on one of the community, someone in the community. Well, I didn't go off on them. So I had to do a pickup at Apple. So you can imagine where we're already going here. And there's a person, yeah.
Like the cell phone store?
And the
Okay.
person that was helping me, they were wearing a mask, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell, but they had a beard and they had hair, like hairy legs, hairy arms, but then also a wig and a dress. So this is what I was
Oh, that's
dealing with,
confusing.
and I couldn't see the name tag. So because I was just gonna, I wasn't trying to, so I was just gonna call the person by their name. So I'm like, oh, thank you, and I was reading the name, but I couldn't see the name, and they're like, it's clearly ma'am. That's what they said to me. It's clearly ma'am. And I said, clearly is not clearly. First of all, you're as hairy as a girl. And I was like, you just have a wig and a dress on, but you didn't try anywhere else. Like if I get it if you want to identify as something else, but you gotta try. Like you're not even trying right now. So I had to tell him that. Like you want, I said, if you want to play the game, you gotta play the game, and this is not playing the game.
This wasn't Halloween, was it? Okay. Well, Sami Zayn and Nick Aldis are backstage. Sami Zayn wants to be ringside for Motor City Machine Guns versus MFTs. Aldis said no. Sami said okay. And Cody Rhodes interrupted, and he big brothered Sami, and they slobbed each other's knobs. Then Aldis asked Cody if he had anything to do with Jacob Fatu's attack. Cody said no. That was good enough for Aldis. And Cody says he'll see Aldis at the contract signing because he expects fireworks and some shit.
Good for him.
And then Alexa Bliss beat Nia Jax with a little girl kick. I never want to see Nia Jax in the title match picture ever again.
Yeah, this is not a good look. First of all, Nia Jax should have squashed Alexa Bliss in minutes. And second, yeah.
Seconds.
And then second, the finish of the match where Nia is going for the Annihilator, and then she gets drop kicked by Alexa Bliss. And then Alexa Bliss, who weighs less, I'm convinced, weighs less than one of Nia Jax's legs, was able to hold down both of Nia Jax's legs for this victory. And then, Nia Jax immediately after was like in the shock. So it wasn't like she was stunned. It was a shock victory.
Yeah.
Like, you telling me Alexa Bliss is holding down Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Wasn't a good
Fuck
look,
every
but
bit of that.
I don't know where we're going because next week we have, because I've already said, Next week we have now Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair. So it was,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
well, it might not be a bad thing because last time they were in the ring together, it was it was quite the show.
Oh, is that when they
Yes,
got real?
and Nia Jax,
Has it really been that
yeah,
long
Nia
since they
Jax beat the
wrestled?
shit out of Charlotte Flair.
Jesus.
Had to show her what's up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Keep in mind, I'm letting you pin
yeah,
me.
she had to show Charlotte Flair what's up, but here she is losing to Alexa Bliss.
Right. Damian Priest got a promo on Aleister Black. I tickled pink that they're extending that feud. Priest is boring. Something about him.
I get it, yeah.
And he did his little menacing laugh that they all do. So there's some girl bullshit backstage. Aldis is with Stratton. Then Julia and her slave interrupted. Then Chelsea Green and her retarded team show up. Julia and Green are having a match as a result of all that. Nikki Kross appeared just to stand there, and Green overacted.
Well, it was scary because she was just standing there, but
It wasn't scary. Shut the fuck up.
I was asking myself, is she there because it's Halloween, or is she there because she's eyeing the title? Like, which one is it? Because this was a Halloween show, so like
Who
this
knows?
was on Halloween. So,
I thought they were there to fuck with the MFTs.
well, not Nikki.
Yeah, because remember, she got in Solo's face. And then she called Tyler Tonga a pussy. You ain't gonna do anything. What are you gonna do? You gonna hit me? If it was ECW,
Yeah, I don't know.
correct that attitude right quick. Tama Tonga and Jeff Cobb beat Motor City Machine Guns, of course. Then they got Guns got beat down after the match. Ray Phoenix came out. He got his ass whooped. And Shinsuke Nakamura came out for some reason. He got his ass kicked too. And yeah, I thought the Sucks were gonna come and they were do spooky shit, but no, nothing happened.
Yeah, apparently they were too busy at the Halloween or the Firefly Funhouse something. There's some kind of attraction at one of the, I think it's Universal Studios or the other one. So apparently they
something
were
like
too
that.
busy at that, and because they uploaded on the WWE's YouTube channel, they uploaded and the title said their emotional visit to the Firefly Funhouse, which of course I didn't watch, but yes.
So we have Nick Aldis and Drew McIntyre backstage. Nick asked McIntyre if he had a chance to read the contract. Drew said, yeah. Nick said, like, any issues? McIntyre says, no. Okay, I'll see you out there. Okay. And I don't know. I want to see more of Aldis and McIntyre just interacting and being a European together. Just something about their vibe.
Because he knew something was going to happen.
Yeah, he knew he knew McIntyre's full of shit. McIntyre knows he's full of shit.
Yeah. No problem.
They're gonna go through it anyway. Then we have the goddamn contract signing. McIntyre refused to sign the contract, of course, unless Cody agreed to give up his champion's advantage. Well, Aldis says, well, he's just going to replace McIntyre in the match. Anybody will be glad to sign the contract. Well, McIntyre said, do it. and he goes to walk away. Well, Cody stops McIntyre and agrees to give up his champion's advantage. Nick tries to stop Cody. Cody doesn't give a damn. So now McIntyre agrees to sign the contract. Then he talks shit, says he's the real American dream, and then Cody tells McIntyre he had the balls to walk out of WWE when it wasn't working out. Drew just got himself fired. McIntyre says some bullshit about the fans one day turning on Cody or something, and he says Cody should be trick or treating with his kids instead of worrying about the fans. And then Cody tried to attack McIntyre. McIntyre claymored Cody and then powerbombed him through the table. And he said he swore that he would be champion.
Well, we'll see what happens. I wish they would have went a little bit further with that whole. Well, just get someone else. Like maybe have I don't know, Carmelo Hayes' music hit and he comes out before he gets claymored or something. Of course, people would probably have a problem with that.
Yeah, they got to get claim. Oh, get the British
Yeah.
fruitcake.
Yeah, when he said, someone else will take your spot. Well, find someone. And yeah, just have someone's music hit and then them going to take the spot. Yeah, it could have been Kit Wilson, jobber of jobbers, super jobber. Have him go out there, get claymored.
That's the only logical thing.
Yeah. Or
But that, yeah. Are you more excited about Saturday night's main event after watching Raw and SmackDown? That sell it for you?
it did not. As a matter of fact, this may have been the worst SmackDown in a long time.
I feel like we say that every week.
We say it a lot, but this one was really bad. And it was the fact that I don't know, it was like there was no star power on the show. That's ultimately what the problem I discovered was. Yeah, so like Dragunov and Frazier. Dragunov is still getting established. Frazier, no one even knew who he was, so like
He's the least
he
interesting of
got
his team.
absolutely zero reaction. The MFTs were sprinkled all over the show. Some people would have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that.
I have a problem with it because they're just there. Like, are they going after the tag titles? Then go after the tag titles. Are they going to feud with the Sucks? Then fucking feud with the Sucks. And now they're just beating Shinsuke Nakamura for no reason.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't know. They're just bullying people.
I do like the face paint.
Except for Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb is not doing him any favors. He just has
Fair enough.
it's his facial structure. He just doesn't look he doesn't look right. Yeah, Kit Wilson versus Carmelo Hayes. Like, you want to talk about a jobber match? I would say that's a jobber match because again, Hayes hasn't established as a top star yet. Maybe this feud with Miz will get him over a little bit more, and he'll be looked at better, but not right now. So yeah, this is just a starless SmackDown, which just made it bad.
It also didn't help that they just kept pimping the college football game. I don't know. That really took me out of it.
I didn't even see it. I saw the beginning one, but I didn't see like after
They
that.
kept. Yeah, they had the mascots at the beginning. Then they showed a clip of the mascots wrestling. Then the Utah football coach said some shit. Then they cut to the cheerleaders. Then they cut to the stadium. Then they cut to the locker room. It was a big Utah Utes commercial.
Where were they at? Okay. Well, at least there's
Utah.
that.
And then I look at it and Cincinnati 17, Utah's 24. It's talking about this big fucking college football game. And it's fuck that. It's not like it's Georgia, Alabama.
Well, this was the Fox affiliate, which I don't know why, because they're not on Fox anymore, but I assume this game took place on Fox.
Well, that was SmackDown. Let's talk about Saturday night's main event. We're still in Utah. Walkers are Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, because of course they're having their undisputed title match. We have Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. They're having their girl match. Penta, who is sipping coffee. Then Dominic Mysterio, then Rusev, because they have the Intercontinental title 3-way. And then Punk and Jey Uso. It was a mirror shot. And they're vying for the World Heavyweight title. And this was actually in order of the card. That was interesting.
Good for them.
So yeah, we start with Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, undisputed title. McIntyre tried a couple times to get Cody to disqualify himself, but of course Cody didn't. McIntyre Claymore Cody, point blank. Cody kicked out, no problem. Then he tried to Claymore Cody through the announce desk again. Cody countered with a nut shot, blatant one. And then Cody got sent through the announce desk. They teased a count out. Of course, Cody beat the count. And then Cody goes for a Cody cutter. His knee gave out. Ref interfered with McIntyre, allowing Cody to recover. And then Cody hits a Cody cutter. Then there's a ref bump. McIntyre tries to use the title belt on Cody while the ref's out, but Cody thwarts McIntyre, ends up DDTing the Scottish Warrior on the belt. And then the ref miraculously recovers right around this point. And then Cody wins with a single crossroads.
Yep. After he DDT'd him on the belt. So at least there's that.
There is that, but single crossroads.
So, of course, McIntyre's going to have a complaint again. So maybe this isn't over still. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Do you want to see Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre again?
I mean, if they do, then McIntyre has to win at some point. They can't just keep having McIntyre lose.
Why not? That's what they're doing anyway.
I don't know. It's not good for him to keep losing.
When's the last time McIntyre won a fucking match?
I don't know. Randy Orton, maybe? Or
Where's Randy Orton?
I don't know. I don't know when the last time was, but I remember he won a kind of a high profile match. Maybe it was Priest.
That was a long ass time ago.
But yeah, they can't keep jobbing out McIntyre. At some point he's got to win a match. Win the title.
It's crazy.
If they're going to keep doing this.
I just don't understand why you just keep having him lose. He's legit like top 5 best on the roster right now. You just have him being a joke.
Yeah, best on the roster. Looks as legit as they get.
Holy shit.
Like, yeah, at some point he's got to, if they're going to keep going with it, he's got to win at some point. It's just getting ridiculous. You know, the fans are growing tired of it too, because really he hasn't.
Well, how many times can he come out, be the ass kicker, say he doesn't lie, and he always tells the truth, and he's there to save people and save them from themselves, and he's going to win the title and all this other shit, and he never wins the title, he never wins a match, he never like proves his point. He just gets made a fool of.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. He's got to win at some point if they're going to keep doing this. Or
right.
Yeah, he's going to lose his credibility.
if he hasn't already.
I think he's got a little bit left, but yeah.
Jade Cargill beat Tiffany Stratton somehow, which was pretty obvious since they were playing the Stratton injury thing.
Yep, still playing the injury angle. This was pretty much a squash match. I didn't watch it too hard, but I don't remember Stratton really getting any offense, and it lasted about 5 minutes. So
Is Stratton legit injured?
yes,
Okay. Well, I suspect Cargill will do exactly what Stratton did with the title, which was nothing. So
of course.
good on
She'll
her.
probably. Well, she's heel, so I was thinking like, being heel, who's she gonna go up against? Because she's not. Well, technically, she wouldn't have the Nia Jax match, which because she's heel, but I don't think they care too much about that, and they'll do Nia Jax anyway. And
What happened to Bianca Belair?
she broke her. I don't know if she broke it, but she hurt her finger. She has that finger injury. That's what happened to her.
You're
No.
fucking kidding me.
She's got a hurt finger. What do you want from her? Apparently, she might have to retire off of this finger because there were reports floating around that there's no timetable for her return because she's still doing. This was today too.
For a finger.
This was today. They reported that there's no timetable for her return because she's been out since her injured finger. Finger's a very important digit. Now, it is possible that something else is going on than, a finger injury. Maybe, something's happened and they want to keep it a secret. So she's just been out and they haven't put anything on the internet. Maybe her and Montez Ford had a really good night, and then she's had to be out 9 months to recover from that night, and then now she's got to get herself back in shape, but they don't put anything on the internet because they just don't want people to know. That's speculation. That could have happened.
I'm just thinking about the Undertaker wrestling with a mask over his orbital socket. And this bitch don't want to wrestle with an injured finger.
You don't know. Again, it's very important. Fingers are very important. She's got to recover. And
she doesn't do any top rope
you don't know how
moves.
bad it is.
She ain't climbing the ropes.
I've tried to be nice about it. Like her fingers hurt. Then okay, well, maybe because she is the NIL athlete, so maybe that finger injury was like, I don't really need this wrestling thing. I don't know. Or maybe they're holding her out for a triumphant return.
DDP wrestled night in and night out with broken ribs.
Yeah. It does seem a little bit odd that she's been out so long for such an injury, but okay.
Well, you just think you could tape that shit up or something. She doesn't have an offensive moveset where she doesn't climb the top ropes. She doesn't do a whole bunch of flips and shit. She's a power wrestler. Maybe her stupid move.
Well, she has the 450 that she does sometimes. She can.
You don't need a finger for that.
When you land, I don't know.
I just know Undertaker wrestled with a fucking broken orbital socket.
He sure did. A lot of people have. But, they have that face mask for that. They don't have anything for a finger, a splint.
Yes, they do. They got that metal thing. The metal thing with the foam.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Maybe she doesn't want to take that chance.
I think she's a
There
wuss.
you go.
Penta versus Rusev versus Dominic Mysterio, Intercontinental Championship. Well, Dominic won, of course. Rusev had Penta in the accolade. Dominic went to the timekeeper area, rang the bell, which made Rusev think he won. So then, like, he starts celebrating, and the ref's like confused and shit. And he realized what happened, and he got pissed off and started whooping Dominic's ass. Well, and Penta ended up with the timekeeper hammer, and he tried to nail Dominic with it, but he accidentally hit Rusev. So Dominic takes out Penta. He hits Rusev with the frog splash, and he gets the win. By far the best finish of the night.
I like the
Probably of the
I
year.
like the so at one point during the match, and it's a triple threat match, so Dominic, he grabs a chair because he's trying to do the Eddie Guerrero spot, cheat to win. So he goes out, he grabs a chair while the referee's checking on Penta. He throws a chair to Rusev and then fakes like he's hurt. And then the ref's like, it's a triple threat match. It's it's legal. So basically, he just threw the weapon to Rusev, and then Rusev uses it.
Yeah, Rusev's like,
Yeah, so I
I
like
got
how
you,
that
fucker.
backfired on him.
Oh, no shit.
And yeah, Dominic, he finds another way to outsmart both Rusev and Penta, this time with the ringing of the bell. He actually got a lot of people too, because even the fans, you can see they were like, what? No.
I wouldn't mind seeing Rusev win.
I think at the end, he probably will win.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they advertised the next Saturday night's main event will be John Cena's last match. So there's that. Did we talk about who his alleged opponent's going to be?
I don't think we did. But they announced how they're going to get to that opponent, so there's that. So
How's
they
that?
announced that there will be a 16-man tournament starting on, I believe, Raw.
Oh.
And the winner of said tournament will be his last opponent. And they specifically said there will be people from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and people who aren't even in WWE. So probably some people from TNA.
You think Mr. Iguana will be there?
He might. Actually, probably. I mean, 16 people, there's a lot of open spots for people like that. I don't know who. I mean, unless you're bringing Edge in, I don't know who out of the company would have ties with Cena. Maybe Matt Cardona.
Do they need to have ties with Cena?
I don't know. I think so. Maybe this is the tie, is that they're winning this final tournament thing. But we will talk more when we see who's in it. There's already rumors of who's going to win the tournament.
Who's that?
Gunther.
Okay, we got the
Yeah.
same source then. Which that should be interesting.
Yeah.
If they do anything with it, or is Gunther just gonna wrestle John Cena and that's it? They'll go back to losing to Sami Zayn.
Well, he's been pretty protected, I would say, all in all.
I don't know. He lost to Jey Uso.
He did.
He lost to Sami Zayn when Sami Zayn ended his streak and did nothing with that. Yeah, Jey Uso took his title, did nothing with the title.
What do you mean? He yeeted every week.
CM Punk took his title, and Punk immediately lost the title.
Well, you can see though, there's not a lot of people who have beat him.
We'll just see what happens. So we have Jey Uso versus CM Punk, World Heavyweight Championship. Punk won. I don't know about you, but this was very boring for me. It was just they kicked out of each other's moves. They did each other's moves. I liked Punk. Punk actually made me believe that he was, beaten to a pulp. I appreciated that. But there was no Bronze. There was no Jimmy. Not even LA Knight.
Well, yeah, it was going to be a clean night. I thought it started slow, but I thought they picked it up at the end. It got interesting for me at the end. I think we can put to rest the fact that Jey Uso has the worst spear in the industry because Punk did a spear tonight, and boy was that
That's not
boy
fair, though.
was
That's
that
not his
bad.
move.
Right. Yeah, he was doing Jey Uso's move after Jey Uso did his move, but boy, did that look not good. As a matter of fact, I think Punk went backwards from the spear. When it should be, it's supposed to be the other way around. But I
Right.
think he ricocheted backwards.
Yeah, there's just something about it, man. The whole thing, the whole show, just, I know we're not supposed to expect anything exciting, but fuck, man, I'm so sick of these shows not having anything exciting.
Well, I do give them credit in the fact that this was the first Peacock exclusive uh, main event, Saturday night's main event. And with that, there weren't as many commercials. They only did their commercials like after the matches. So it wasn't like basically like they do on Raw and SmackDown where they do their entrances and then a big move at the beginning of the match and then go to commercial.
Yeah.
And then maybe another commercial at some point, but they didn't do that. It was just match, and then the commercials were in between to the next match. So I do like that change because the main event, the Saturday night's main event, just was basically a commercial all the time. But they made that change, but because they weren't on NBC. So yes, that is a good change there.
I miss Jesse Ventura too.
Yeah. It's funny that he hasn't really been back since he criticized the steel cage match.
Don't have stupid ideas to criticize, and that won't happen.
Which I don't even get because, I get he was upset that he's walking out of the cage, but what that wasn't a thing back then? I thought it was a thing back then when they had like the blue cages and stuff when he was definitely around. But I guess not. I guess it was always over the cage was the way to win.
I guess so. I can't remember. I don't remember what his bitch was.
Well, he was upset that the fact that whoever was about to walk out of the cage for the victory, like basically calling it a coward's way out. Like, just, yeah, he just couldn't get over the fact that he was going to walk out of the cage instead of having to climb over the top, like through the door.
I do miss the good old fashioned cage match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, didn't they have back in his day? Didn't they have doors?
The blue cage. The blue cage, yeah. I don't know if the blue cage had the door.
Because I remember specifically there was that one spot where someone's head, like it was the first time I seen it, where someone's head got closed in the door from I think it was like Shawn Michaels. Is either Shawn Michaels or Diesel at the time. It's probably a Shawn Michaels spot, but someone's head got like slammed in the door.
I feel like for Hogan, they had to. I seem to remember they had to make it the blue cages because it was easier to climb out of. So maybe they added the door later or something. I don't know.
I guess so. Well, there was definitely no door with him versus King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen a cage match.
But yeah, maybe he hasn't watched for a while, but it's always kind of been a thing.
Well, that was Saturday night's main event. Next week we have ECW's Barely Legal, 1997. Do you happen to watch that?
I did watch it, and I'm going to have to watch it again.
Yeah, me too. Main event was Stevie Richards versus the Sandman versus Terry Funk. 3-way dance. A winner immediately faces Raven for the ECW World Heavyweight title. And that is it.
There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think we got a lot of time left, so that's good. We flew through the review because
it sucked.
Yes. They made it easy on us having a bad show. I was like, we're not even gonna do a SmackDown review. We're just gonna shit on the show and then call it a day.
I wanted to talk about Kairi Sane on a Raw. That was about it.
But we'll see where they go. Maybe they turn it around because War Games is coming up. Maybe it's time to kick the intensity up a little bit. But let's talk about some stories because we do have some to go over. So let's start off here. Gable Steveson may have finally found his calling. Now, these are not going to be clips, but something just worth to mention. So we have Gable Steveson. He made an appearance in a boxing promotion. I guess it's Dirty Boxing. I point that out now because, yes. But let's see now this is his full match. So let's see his full match here.
Here we go. Stevenson! Here we go.
There you go. In all of what seemed like, I think it was about 12 seconds, he dispersed of that gentleman, whoever that was, So maybe his calling is boxing. And I would say if he wins a few more matches, he'll probably get to MMA. Like he'll be in the UFC if he wins a few more matches. Now, to be fair, maybe all his opponents need to be what seemingly is a janitor.
Well, if he's just boxing, I wouldn't think he'd go to the UFC.
Well, now this is dirty boxing. Now I pointed that out because he stood over the guy and hit him afterwards.
Oh, did he? I guess I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yeah, he stood over the guy and hit him afterwards. So, I thought I was like, what is he doing? But yes, if you read it, it is dirty boxing. So I guess that is part
Oh,
of it.
okay.
So
Yeah, make
it's
sure he
very
was down.
UFC like.
Gotcha.
And that right there, that's another thing that is pretty underrated.
He
They
jumped over
jumped-
the ropes.
Yeah, with no hands. He cleared him. Didn't he get a tryout for UFC? No. I thought he had a match before.
I have
or
no
at
idea.
least a tryout. But
I couldn't tell you. I just know he failed at WWE. That's it.
he did hard. But yes, it seems like he has found his calling, maybe. And that is, well, for sure it's boxing. But again, seemingly it needs to be against a janitor. And yeah, we shall see. And I know he was rumored for the Real American freestyle stuff too. So we'll see if he makes it there. But there you go. Just a nice little catch up on his career because people still find him relevant since he was part of the WWE. Next up, we have a wrestling great legend's daughter making a pro wrestling debut, and that is Eddie Guerrero, his daughter. Now, I don't know if this is the one who shat on her mom. Remember,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's her, but yes, Eddie Guerrero's daughter is now a part of Booker T's little school, Reality of Wrestling.
All right.
And yes, now is she gonna she gonna live up to the hype of her father? Of course not, but I don't know.
You never
maybe-
know. Dominic's living up to the hype of Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he is. But more times than not, the sibling, or I'm sorry, the seed doesn't follow in the. Look at Bronny James, for Christ's sakes. I know Shannon Sharp has this saying is like, God's gonna bless you once with talent, he ain't gonna bless you twice. Like usually the kids ain't gonna have what their parents have. But I don't know. Maybe she'll still make a good career of it. But she's just getting started, so all this we still have time to find all this out. But good for her for starting. Next up, we have some news on Seth Rollins. Sethington Rollins. Shout out to BC Amplified, who calls him that all the time. Sethington Rollins. But he was on the Good Morning Football, or I think it's Good Morning Football. But he finally addressed his being out. There was a clip, but I didn't get the clip because I don't know how.
It's good for 6 months.
Oh, you got the clip.
My world championship's going to be worn by some schmuck, either Jey Uso or CM Punk. It's awful. It really is the Halloween scaries, guys. But I'm here, man. I'm in.
I'm so happy to see
in
this guy.
full bear suit.
This holiday was not complete with.
Shit for 6 months. My
No.
world championship's gonna be worn by some
There you go.
schmuck.
If you caught it at the beginning there, he said 6 months is how long he's going to be out.
Mm.
So that puts him, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm counting. 4, 5, 6. That puts him back in May. So I think he's missing WrestleMania, if that is the case.
Well, he's earned one off.
Yeah, Mania is in April, so he will miss Mania. Unless he like does like a John Cena thing and returns early at the like Royal Rumble or something. Remember when he tore his tricep and is like, "Oh, he's supposed to be out for this
Oh,
long,"
yeah.
and he makes his
His
return.
remarkable healing abilities.
Yeah, so maybe he pulls that off and returns early and makes Mania. But as it stands right now, he will miss Mania, which does bring into question what they're going to do with Punk. As I thought about it for Saturday night's main events, like, and they even said it, there's no Seth Rollins to get in the way this time. So, like, are they going to have a proper CM Punk title run?
I wonder if he's just holding it for Braun.
He is, but I don't know when that's going to be. Apparently, the rumor is they're not ready to title up Braun yet
Then why did they have him fucking turn on Seth Rollins?
because he got injured.
So
they had to fast track that because Seth Rollins is going to be injured.
But if they weren't going to have Braun chase the title, then what's the point?
Well, he is going to
What-
chase the title.
But not now, because he's not ready.
No, he's going to chase the title, but they're not ready to put it on him. But yes, you can't. If you want him to be what he's, heading to be, then yes, he can't. He can't go into a title match and lose. So you're going to have to, keep him chasing the title, but not like in the title match somehow. Like away from the title. Maybe he's going to go for the title, but then he attacks someone and then that person gets back at him and then they go off for a feud for a while. I don't see him, at least, like I see an outside shot of maybe him winning the Rumble and then getting a match at Mania. Like that may be when they do it, but outside of that, yeah, I don't know. I know it's not going to be before the end of 2026. I'm sorry, 2025.
They should have just kept it on Gunther.
Probably. But there was a story that they needed to play out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll definitely see where they're going with that. But 26 months is the timeline for Seth Rollins.
Well, get well soon.
Next up, hold on. I'm thinking if we want to do this as part of, want to switch these stories or not. Yeah, let's switch them up. So next up, Karrion Kross. He addresses the let's say the Aleister Black situation. Karrion Kross addresses it. Now, We weren't here last week, but last week, Aleister Black, he answered the open challenge. And as part of the open challenge, he had his new entrance. His entrance included Zelina Vega, his wife, and they are now pairing. And they had a new entrance together. The entrance involved first you see like smoke coming up, and you see like Vega. I only saw it once, so I'm going off of memory here, but I think she crawled through the smoke, and then she did something, and then out comes Aleister Black. All in all, basically, what fans were putting together is WWE. They lost Karrion, Kross, and Scarlett, and just said, "Well, we'll just give this gimmick to Aleister Black and Zelina Vega." Basically, is what happened. Now, some would say it's an upgrade. Some will say it's not. Uh, I'm on the camp of yes, it's an upgrade. And
Do you think Zelina Vega is an upgrade from Scarlett?
yeah,
Oh, you're full of shit.
in the ring, uh, in the ring, Aleister Black is an upgrade from Kross. In the ring, looks wise, Kross looks better than Aleister Black. Like he's got more muscle mass and stuff. And then
He's
yes,
a better
as the-
promo. He's more charismatic, I think.
I don't know. I like how Kross deliver. I'm sorry. I like how Kross delivers his promos too. But
I do too. He's a good promo. I just think Kross is better.
yes, I don't know. I put it as a wash.
Okay, fair enough.
I say that yeah, they're both interesting. Like they at least do enough to keep you interested. So for both of them. So, but yeah, in the ring, Aleister Black is more entertaining than Kross. And then valet wise, yes, I say Zelina Vega is an upgrade from Scarlett. Not saying Charlotte is like chopped liver or anything. Just
I
saying it's an
disagree
upgrade.
wholeheartedly on that one.
Hmm.
And I think as far as in the ring for Vega and Scarlett, that's a wash. But
Oh, we're not talking about in the ring.
okay.
Talking basically 100% off of looks.
Oh, then yeah, 100% Scarlett. And she's got the Magumbos, baby.
So does Vega. She's got them gumbos too. She's about that life too. But yes, they basically they lost Kross and upgraded his gimmick. Well, Kross, he did go on to address the situation, and unfortunately, I don't have the. Oh wait, I did have a clip. What happened to it? Hold on. I didn't. I do
I'm
have
watching
a clip.
the entrance, and I mean, aside from her crawling and shit, I mean, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not looking at this then and not seeing 100 other entrances that I've, like there's nothing unique about it. I think it's kind of selfish for
isn't,
Kross I think it's kind of selfish for Kross to think that they're blatantly ripping him off.
Well, he didn't bring it up. Is the fans?
Oh,
The fans really pointed it out, and okay, so we do have. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the. We have the video, which is going to be better than the article. And unfortunately, I didn't listen to this beforehand. I read the transcript, but I have the video for you there. Hopefully, this goes well.
the fuck is this shit?
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
I don't think you gave me a good video.
What do you mean?
Because I'm a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Are you ready to take your sports fandom to the next level
No,
with the options?
Ford, get
20
it out of here.
Yo,
We're not
Joe,
sponsored.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Where'd you get your mic from?
Amazon. I just did a quick what can be shipped overnight and whatever. So, but
You got to do like Meltzer now. You got to hold
you
your
I gotta
mic
hold
for
it,
your
yeah.
phone you're like Meltzer.
I could
What
get
does
one
he
of
do?
those.
Oh, hold it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. hold it.
That's tremendous.
I could get one of those arm things and clamp it here and then just have it hanging. You know. Yeah.
Who's talking
How
about
much
it?
of this are you
Make look
watching?
Much cooler, but hey,
It's only I don't know. Again,
so we've
maybe-
got again us or what is
Well,
it?
Killer.
A killer.
Killer.
Let's go back because he's
Yeah, let's
he's
go back
killer
to
on this
Mexico
program.
days where he was
Yeah.
undefeated. Killer Kross.
That's it.
The Devil of Monterey.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
And some other cities.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? What's going
I'm
on?
doing,
Okay, here
I'm
we go.
doing really good.
I was watching it
Sorry.
live because you sent me a link. Remember?
Sorry, what?
That didn't have the timestamp ready.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. I saw the comments. Thank you.
Oh, you did? Yeah, because I was like, is this ever going to answer? Am I doing this right? Because I'm a little bit, disabled technologically,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was great. Bro, I'm a big fan. I love you. Disco love Joe. We all love you. I think you're more fascinating personally than you are professionally. So when I see like that and I see you come out of pocket and not in the way we're used to using that term, but more like you're very diplomatic when you shouldn't have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I've always admired that about you. I was like, man, this guy always keeps it classy. Not that you didn't keep it classy. You just were more outspoken than usual. You know what I'm saying?
I follow. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. And let me ask you a question. I've been reading this a lot, but I haven't seen them enough because I think they only came out once. But I keep reading, and even today I read it before I came on here, that a lot of people think that, what's this guy's name? Black and Vega? That's almost kind of like a copy of like what you were doing. And like
Alistair Black and Selena Vega. Yeah, sorry.
right. And then
Also-
even today, right before I came on here, they go, yeah, it's obvious Selena is cosplaying Scarlet. Do you see any
I
similarities?
see the comments online. Whenever every clip there are, there's some people say this. It's like the Timu Cross and Scarlet. It's like I mean that's not bad, but I'm just saying it's the visual's obvious. So go ahead. What do you think about that?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's like you said, I try to keep it classy. I try not to jump into the divisive subjects. Like, to me, this is all I could say. I can't tell people how to feel about what they're seeing and what they want to say. And actually, if you're not tone deaf and you're paying attention to everybody in the world, people are tired of being told how to feel about what they see and hear. So I don't want to be that guy to tell people how they should feel and see about what they're watching. I'm sick of it. I stopped watching a lot of opinion piece shows because I have a brain. I can think and see. I don't need to be told what to think and see about stuff. So I won't do that because I'm going to be a hypocrite. But this is what I will say. Scarlett and I are very flattered that we're still a subject of conversation among people online and fans in wrestling because let's face it, we're not in the biggest show on the planet. So when this stuff comes up, we're flattered, bro. Like we're flattered to still be in the conversations. And you never really know if that's the performers doing that or that is something they're being asked to do. So I can't throw shade. You know what I mean?
Okay. No, I'm not asking you to throw
Yeah.
shade.
I don't.
That's you know our type of show. That
Of
isn't
course.
that. Yeah, we don't try to bait. Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment.
So there you go. There's his response, which was a non-response. But yeah, he threw it out there that
I don't know. I think it's a reach to directly compare Kross and Scarlet to that because Black has always had that dark character, so I think it kind of fits.
it does fit. And yes, it's not like they're they just created this dark character out of nowhere. So it does fit Kross. I'm sorry, it does fit Black. See, I'm mixing their names up, which shows they are pretty much the same person. But yeah, there you go. So no shade from Kross. Obviously, he still wants a WWE job, so he's not going to say anything bad.
If she like lip synced his theme song or something, that'd be one thing.
Well, yes, there's a little. Of course, it's going to be different. I think it's just the overall presentation of husband and wife and their dark characters. I think that's the connection there.
But I think it's a reach.
Well, fair enough. But yes, that is Kross's take on the thing, and I don't know. But we move on, and we are moving on to our clips of the evening. So we'll start here. So WWE, they ran these. I don't know if you had like caught it from the beginning. So they started running these these teasers, and they first, I forgot what day it started. I think it started on Sunday. So they've run this teaser, and it's literally of someone walking in shoes. And they have like these dress shoes on, and they're walking, and that was it. And a few hours later, they did another one. A few hours later, they did another one. A few hours later, they did another one. This is all on the same day. I think it was Sunday. They were a couple hours apart. So at first, people, you see the first trailer, people, this being like online and the internet wrestling community, they immediately started jumping into like, oh, whose shoes are these? Whose pairs of shoes are these? You had names like Chris Jericho, because he's been rumored to be coming back to WWE. Some people said it was Gunther until they realized, or until the smarter people realized that the person was wearing socks, which is not a Gunther thing. There was even names like This is a tease for John Cena's final opponent. Now it ended up being none of these things, but yes, the that trailer got people talking. And then again, they had three more trailers, more shoes, and then there's one trailer with like someone's hands showing a Hall of Fame ring, and we definitely could tell that it was Paul Heyman because his little stubby fingers. And then there was one final one, and it was like cowboy boots. There was like, okay, well that's Brock Lesnar. But the speculation was wild, and it was leading into Monday. Oh, this is like, so we knew by that time it was Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. It's like, oh, maybe this is like the upgraded version of the Vision that they're teasing, or maybe these are John Cena's final opponents. These were all the things that were. John Cena didn't help, of course, because he tweeted out some of these teasers, but it created excitement going into Raw. People,
And you know what happens when you expect excitement at WWE?
Yes, people started getting excited. They started running wild with speculation, and we thought it was gonna cumulate, whatever. I paused to think about it, and I still got it wrong. Cumulate,
Culminate.
at Raw.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, I stopped to think about it and still got it wrong.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So we have that, and we get to Raw, and no, there was not the final reveal, but there was one more trailer, and it was a trailer of a poker chip. that said 2026. Then come Tuesday, shout out Von Wagner. Come Tuesday, we get the final reveal. It turns out it is a poster for, well, it's a teaser for WrestleMania 42, which is going back to Vegas. And said shoes were Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, of course, Triple H, and Paul Heyman. So, again, we knew one of them. Paul Heyman was the last one. So that was it. It ended up being a trailer for WrestleMania 42 coming to Vegas.
Womp womp.
So yes, everybody got clickbaited. I didn't even mention it to you because I knew it was gonna. I was like, I don't know if you're gonna start. Of course, I saw the trailers. And I was like, I'm not even gonna start. I'm gonna let because I know whatever the reveal is isn't gonna be exciting enough to even mention. So, yeah, I didn't even bother mentioning it. So yeah, everybody was upset. Oh, WWE, here we go. They're putting on these crap ass Raws. We finally get something that resembles something interesting. And then it turns out to just be a teaser for WrestleMania that's coming next year in 2026. People were upset at that.
That's also going to suck.
Oh, you don't know that yet. They might turn it around. Rock might come back. And say what you want. Say what you want. But the last WrestleMania that was good was when The Rock was there. The final boss, Cody Rhodes, getting whipped out in the ring.
No. The last WrestleMania that was good was when Vince was there.
Vince wasn't there for 40.
I thought he was.
No, he was there for 39.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But yeah, it was his story, and they just finished it. The Avengers assembling. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just holding out hope that something interesting is gonna, something good's gonna turn out.
I wish I could be you, my friend.
Well, we do know it's likely that Punk is going to be walking into WrestleMania, and he's on the poster, so you do have that too. He's on the poster. These are the major players that are going to be representing WrestleMania. But yeah, we go back. We have the fans. They were first upset that they got clickbaited, which that's on you because why are you getting clickbaited? Haven't you learned yet? But after the dust settled on that, fans started to take a closer look at this poster. And again, we have Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, and Triple H. So there's something that is missing from this poster. And it is
Gunther, of course.
Well, yeah, Gunther. And female representation.
Who would be on there?
Well, if Bianca Belair's finger ever healed, maybe she would be on there. Rhea Ripley could be on there.
For what?
Because she's one of the marquee women.
She's not
Stephanie
the
Vaquer.
champion. Oh, yeah. They could have her, I guess.
She's one of the new darlings.
Maybe she doesn't gamble.
Well, they're not gambling. They're just at the table.
What the fuck are you... They have poker chips and shit. What do you mean they're not gambling?
They're just at the table. You don't know if they're actually gambling.
There's poker chip. Brock Lesnar is holding poker chips. Roman Reigns is holding poker chips. They're fucking gambling.
I don't think Brock Lesnar knows anything about poker.
I bet Brock Lesnar pokers.
You think he does?
Absolutely. That seems like something he'd do. Does he do it well? Who knows? But I bet he plays poker, smokes cigars, drinks whiskey.
Maybe.
That's what jocks do. They like to sit around and pretend they play poker and shit.
And put obscene amounts of money
Yeah.
on the line. I don't even know how to play this game, but I'm going to bet $100,000.
I remember at at a bachelor party, I played poker and I went all in. I didn't know what I was doing. I happened to win my hand, so then I thought, "Oh, that's a good strategy." Lost the second hand.
I've played poker at like a casino. It's so intense. Like everybody's like, I don't know. Everybody's so stiff. Like I was trying to. I thought we were, they were having fun. It's like you're playing with a bunch of people or a bunch of friends. No, everybody's like all quiet, looking at their hands. I'm trying to make jokes and no one's laughing. I'm getting scuffs. Like, shut up. Some guy even got mad at me for breaking his something. I forgot what he even said. Basically, because it's Texas Hold'em was who we were playing, so I got cards dealt, but apparently I broke his hand because he should have got the cards dealt. I don't know. It was weird. But he was mad at me for that. It's like, what? I don't know. I thought I was trying to win. I thought that was the point. Like, what am I concerned with your hand? Anyway. But yeah, so yeah, it wasn't as lively as I thought it would be. But maybe it's because, it's at a real casino, so these people are gambling their rent money. But yes, people think that there should be female representation on this. Actually, they kind of got upset that there was no females involved in this.
I think that's good.
There you go.
You got the real stars. I mean, yeah, you can have Ripley, but she's got something going on with the Kabuki Warriors. They're not going to put the Kabuki Warriors on the thing.
Well, I think it's just more so that she's a marquee. She's the marquee for the women. And, inclusion and stuff. But there you have it. Let us know what you think about it in the comments, and we will move on. And we'll move on to this. So, Aleister Black and Ray Phoenix and Rusev. They may have made a mistake going from AEW to WWE. That is what some people have started to get on board with. So, Ray Phoenix, I'm sorry, not Ray Phoenix. He's just a bona fide jobber. But Aleister Black and Rusev, it was noted as of this week that they have already lost more matches in WWE and their return to WWE than they did in their whole tenure in AEW. I think
Wins and losses don't matter, bro.
Of course. Yeah, I think the number. Anyway, they've both lost more matches than they did when they were in AEW. Which got fans saying that maybe they made a mistake going from AEW to WWE. But we have to remember that at this point in AEW, they weren't even on TV anymore. Like, Rusev was staying home. Of course, Dave Meltzer got mad at that. That the fact that he wasn't willing to lose to whoever he was remember the story was that Rusev was refusing to put people over.
Yeah.
But now here we are, and he's losing to Dominic every week.
Well, and Aleister Black was depressed, wasn't he?
He wasn't necessarily depressed. I mean, he just never got to wrestle singles matches. Like they always had him in trios matches or tag team matches
I
because
thought
he's
he
part
took
of the
time
House
off
of
for his
Black.
mental health or some shit.
He may have. Oh, that's the wrong graphic, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, that's later. Oh, you know what? I forgot to even mention that.
Whoops.
It is. Wait, did I mess up?
I think so.
Oh no, it's under that. But let's talk about that real quick since it is there. Well, you've
Oh,
changed it
God
now.
damn it.
No. So this is the current state of this is the current state of WWE, the champions. So champions right now, as it stands today, Jade Cargill, CM Punk, Ricky Starks, Cody Rhodes, Mariah May, and Ethan Page. What do they all have in common? They're defects from AEW to WWE. So they've all left and they're now champions. So we tie that into back to Rusev and Ray Phoenix. Again, Ray Phoenix, yes, he is a bona fide jobber. Let's just say it. The Tony Khan really fucked him over because you remember he got stuck in AEW and then they let Rusev go. I'm sorry, they let Penta go. Penta got put on TV and connected with the crowd. I don't think WWE was expecting that he would connect the way that he did. I don't know why not, because he's got such the coolness factor to him. Zero Miedo and all that.
Yeah, but now he's going back to, I don't know, he seems like just another guy now.
Does he?
I think so.
I mean, he seems like the premier lucha guy.
No, I think Dominic's the premier lucha guy.
Well, he is, but I don't know. I don't think he's
He's
just
not a
one guy.
complete
I think
joke,
he's,
but
yeah.
he's just another guy. He's like, he's not winning any high profile matches. He's not really in the like serious title picture. Like, did you
Remember
think
he
he was
was
going to
for
win
like
this
a minute?
tonight? What's that?
Oh, I said, remember he was for like a minute when
Yeah,
Seth
then he
Rollins was
lost.
like, "Oh, I'm tired of that thorn in my side, Penta." I don't think he ever got a title match out of that though.
No.
But yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm tired of that thorn in my side, Penta." And everybody was like, "Well, where'd that come from?" He's had a thorn in your side. And then I guess they scrapped it. But yeah, no, I didn't think he was going to win. I knew Dominic was going to retain. As a matter of fact, I knew his chances went up when it was a triple threat match.
And
But
if you
I can
saw,
see,
like, if they put all the masked Mexicans in a lineup, could you really pick all of them out individually? Or would they all look the same?
I could pick two of them out.
Okay.
Maybe. Dragon Lee and Penta, maybe. Dragon Lee has this thing that he's been doing with his face. Like he puts where his eye sockets are, he has like dragon scales. So that's unique.
Okay.
But where I was going with that was yes, Ray Phoenix is, I'm sorry, them having Penta put on TV kind of stifled. I don't know where they were going to go with it, but they put Pence on TV. He got over more than I think they expected. So then that kind of stifled Ray Phoenix. Also, Andrade not wanting, or Andrade leaving, because they were a tag. They had Ray Phoenix in a tag team with Andrade, then he left. Then they paired him with just random tag team partners. And
Instead of just having him debut on Raw and tag with Penta.
yeah, because Penta had gotten over, so they wanted
You
to
can't
keep
get
that.
over with Ray Phoenix?
They could, but they wanted to keep him single.
Why? They're not doing anything with him?
Well, they were at the time. That's what I'm saying. They were at the time, so that's why it became a. I don't know. Now, could they do it now? Yes, they absolutely could, and probably they should. Like now is the time to put the luchas together, or the Lucha Bros together, and maybe that's what they do. But Ray Phoenix is a jobber. Rusev, I think he's in a little bit better position. Yes, his AEW run at the beginning was phenomenal, but again, he was off TV, and allegedly he was refusing to put people over. So
he ran away to Bulgaria.
Yeah. Now, ultimately, if you're a lazy person, and I would say that, maybe I'm a lazy person, ultimately, all three of them, they weren't on TV anymore, and they were getting paid to not be on TV. So ultimately, yes, it was a better position to just sit at home and get paid. Maybe. But if they wanted to work, then I don't think staying in AEW and just being held off TV was the best scenario for them. And then you have Aleister Black again. He never really wrestled singles matches. He did at the beginning. Again, hot start. He came in. He took out Cody, shocking fashion. But then they paired him with the House of Black, and then he kind of just stayed in that group and never really wrestled singles matches. So, is it a better position for him? I don't know. Now he's working with his wife, and he's on the road with his wife, so just that alone might be a better position for him. But is it a better position than sitting at home and not getting paid? I'm sorry, sitting at home and getting paid for nothing? I mean, I think that's the American dream. And it was until Trump did something about that. Cutting off the EBT. There I go. I worked it in. Because apparently that gets cut off. That just got cut off. That's what they.
He didn't cut it off.
He didn't?
No, the government shut down.
Oh. Well, I see that going everywhere is that the EBT thing did take into effect. So there's no food stamps and all that stuff. So. But yeah, do you think it was good for them, or do you think they're in a better position being on TV and losing, or staying at home and not getting paid? I'm sorry, getting paid to do nothing.
I guess it depends. If you want the exposure and shit, or if you just want the money, then obviously the route's clear. But if you still want to be relevant, or you still want to be active, or still want to be doing stuff, even if it is not the position you want to be in.
Yeah, as long as you're on TV every week, you're in a good position. Like, yeah, maybe you're losing, but you still have, merchandise opportunities because if you're on TV, you're in sight in mind, so people are going to buy your merchandise,
Yeah.
and you still get other opportunities like signings and all that other stuff that goes with it. So I think all in all, they're still in a better position outside of Ray Phoenix, but he can get in a better position. They just have to go ahead and stop beating around the bush and put him with his brother.
Yeah, I think that'd be best for both of them.
Yeah, at this point. And don't put him on SmackDown. Brother on Raw. Because if they go to SmackDown, then they're going to have matches with the Motor City Machine Guns, and no one wants to see that.
Or Escobar's evil Mexicans.
Yes. Although Escobar is supposed to be coming to Raw. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that was one of the people who they thought there was shoes of Escobar. Because apparently he's coming to Raw by himself and getting a push.
Okay. He's
But
gotten
again,
a push before and nothing. So good luck.
well, this one is, as part of his contract now.
He has in his contract that he gets pushed.
Well, not that he's pushed, but part of his. Remember, because his contract expired for like a minute or something like that. And part of it was that he wanted a better creative direction. So he re-signed to better creative. So is what the reports say. So yes, you think that he is, if he's wanting better creative, I would assume that means he wants to win more. AKA get pushed.
Yes. He wants to win more and he wants a title.
Yeah. But
well,
there you
good
go.
luck. I give it about a week.
And yeah, and just to bring it back home, so while we are on the subject of AEW and WWE, if we see here again, the champions currently right now are all AEW, ex AEW people. So there is that. So maybe Tony fumbled, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But we move on to our last story. And this story this was from last week, but we missed last week, so didn't get to cover it too much. But Devon Dudley, he did a interview with Raven. The Dudley boys, they did an interview with Maven. That's what I said the first time too. And the question came up of if Devon had dealt with racism as part of being in the Dudley boys. So this was interesting because he definitely exposes someone. So let's hear what he says about it.
1999, 2000, and you're still coming to me and saying crap like this? There were certain people in that.
First of all, before we even get into the clip, God, why are they sitting in the chairs like that? Like they're all, look at that. They're all so widespread.
That's a good question.
I don't know why I noticed that so quick.
Maven, especially, it looks like he's doing like DDP yoga or some shit.
Yeah, like it's like, well, he saw how they were sitting and was like, well, I gotta sit like that too. Like,
I guess you can't sit cross-legged.
You can't, but you can put your legs together.
What's a good medium? Well, if you put your legs together, you still look kind of feminine.
Well, there's the mic stands there. Maybe they're trying to go around the mic stands. I don't know. They're very spread eagle. All of them.
2000, and you're still coming to me and saying crap like this. There were certain people in that organization in that time that felt that I should not have said anything, who had power to basically bury me if need be, just because I might have stood up for what I felt was right.
Bubba, did you ever notice any racism, or did you ever feel like you had to protect him?
Yes. Go back.
Once. Only once.
Or did
It is at the 506 mark.
Would have been great if I had that beforehand.
That one I did put in there.
No, you didn't.
I did. The problem was I played it, so it went to the point that I stopped listening.
Their philosophy was still stuck in the 50s and 60s. A black man should never say anything because of the fact that he's black and you're in a white man's business.
But let me ask you this. Hold on. Do you think from the first day that we ever got together that we ever experienced, or you ever experienced, racism?
No, I didn't experience it when we were together because of the fact that when we got together, we were in ECW. And in ECW, I did not experience it. I experienced it in WWE. I experienced it with certain top officials who I don't really want to go and say any names because I feel...
Say names. Say names.
Well, I'm just going to say it like this, I didn't wear a 10-gallon hat or anything, but my point was, when a person...
Go Sooners!
Yeah, but when a person comes up to you and tells you that they don't like you because of the color of your skin, and you're sitting up there going, wow, really? We're in 1999, 2000, and you're still coming to me and saying crap like this? There were certain people in that organization in that time that felt that I should not have said anything, who had power to basically bury me if need be, just because I might have stood up for what I felt was right.
Bubba, did you ever notice any racism, or did you ever feel like you had to protect?
And I don't think there was any... There's not like... This isn't like the 2025 thing where you say, oh, he's saying racism, but it's not really racism. From what he just said there, without naming a specific name. Now, we can get that was JR. 10-gallon hats and Go Sooners. That he basically straight up said, I don't like you because of the color of your skin.
I don't know.
So, you don't know? What do you mean you don't know? That's pretty direct.
That's and it's pretty I have a hard time believing that somebody would just say that.
You think he said something else and that's the way it was taken?
Probably. I mean, I'm not saying that he wasn't racist or anything like that, or he didn't say some racist shit. Just that blatant. And what was it in front of a group of people? Did he like, hey, come here, Devon, let me take you aside. I don't like you because you're a nigger.
It might be that way. But it was, I mean, I don't know. You knew back in the 90s, though, there was the black talent weren't getting pushed as they should.
We talking about Ahmed Johnson. There's Farouk. There's the Nation of Domination. There's The Rock. You had The Godfather, King Mabel.
But none of them were champions except for The Rock. Oh, Ahmed Johnson
was a champion.
Well, that's about intercontinental. I'm talking about world champion. I remember when Farouk made that. When the Nation kind of started, when Farouk, he was wearing that weird
gladiator thing. He was Farouk Assad.
Yeah, he was wearing that gladiator thing, and it was when the Nation had started. and he basically said there's not been a black champion. And I
Yeah,
mean,
Ahmed Johnson was supposed to break that glass ceiling, but he sucked.
yeah,
He ruined it for Farouk, because I'm sure that Farouk would have gotten a title from that.
I think Farouk could have been a champion.
Fuck
He
you. He
was a
could have been a
champion.
champion. He would have
No,
been
I
a
said he
goddamn
could
good
have.
champion.
Yeah, he could have been a champion. And he was the champion in WCW. So
I think he was their first black champion too.
Yeah. But I just remember him pointing that out. It's like, and then I thought about it, I was like, wow, there hasn't been. But yeah, I thought he was going to be the first, but
Too
he
Cold
wasn't.
Flash Funk. Let's not forget about him. Have a black guy be a pimp. It's dancing. It's pretty creative.
But none of them were treated as top guys.
Ahmed Johnson was. I think a lot of them were treated as top guys. They just weren't the top guy.
Well, yeah, Ahmed Johnson, he kind of ruined it. Because, he was going to, I don't know. He was going to be like an Ultimate Warrior type, I think. Or at least he was going to get a hell of a run, but yeah, he just couldn't cut it.
I'd almost argue that they're worse off now than they were back then.
Well, and there it is. That brings us to today's, like, well, it's kind of interesting. Now, JR is not there anymore, but it is kind of interesting that Carmelo Hayes can't seem to get a push. Montez Ford, they had that thing where he was about to break out as a single star. He doesn't get a push.
And they keep trying to do shit with them, and they keep repainting them and reconfiguring them, and they put them with Bobby Lashley only to cut Bobby Lashley or let him walk or whatever the fuck they did with him. They keep.
I think he walked.
Either way, they keep blue balling the profits, because it seems like they keep gearing them up for something great and then nothing.
Yeah, and it's like, why do they keep doing that? I don't know. It just makes it interesting because if we're in the 90s, Triple H was back then. I'm not saying they're racist. God, they're not racist now. But it is a big coincidence because you got Bianca Belair. No, people complain about the black talent. Everybody wants to forget about Bianca Belair, who people were getting sick of because she was winning so much. But and we always go through this whole argument of like, is it because they're not pushing black talent, or is it because it's the likes of like Carmelo Hayes, as you can tell, is not necessarily a top guy. I don't care what people think, he's not a top guy. Maybe Trick Williams can be.
Yeah.
But I still hang my hat on, if they fumble Obafemi, then yes. We're gonna have to bring them allegations.
Well, he fumbled almost.
Well, was he good though? I don't know. He's pretty over. Did they fumble him?
I don't know. They seem to not know what to do with him.
Yeah, he doesn't really make appearances anymore. I mean, he does on like Lucha. Apparently, he's making some appearances in NXT because he had to face off with Obafemi.
Yeah,
But
I can
he's-
name more black talent that I enjoyed watching in the racist 90s / 2000s than I do today.
Well, that's because there was just talent.
There was talent and there was characters. And yeah, I mean, a lot of them were just caricatures of, you know, they were either the nerdy black guy or the hood black guy. But like, you had D'Lo, he had personality. You had the Godfather, he had personality. Mark Henry. God, Mark Henry.
Who became champion.
Became champion.
But this was after the ceiling was broken, I guess.
10 years.
But I don't know. It's just weird that, or I don't know. And JR has not addressed this yet, as of yet. So
How do you address that?
he's lying. I don't know. I'm not racist.
Well, okay.
Or I never
either
said that.
he says that, but then like nobody believes him because that's just how it goes. Or it's
Well,
true.
he at least said, I never
And he
told him
can't.
that.
What's that?
He could say, I never said that to him.
Yeah, then no one will believe him.
Like, yes, you did. I was there.
Yeah.
Nope, you're too late.
Shut up,
The
racist.
internet has spoken.
I would just love to see an interview with a black guy without like, "What did you just experience racism?"
Well, it is a relevant question.
Yeah, maybe the first 100 times Devon was asked that, like every fucking time he's on interviewed, racism.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard him do an interview, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's talked about racism before. Maven's talked about racism before. Like, Jesus Christ, it's an old subject. Find a new fucking grift.
Well, unfortunately, it's still around.
What?
Racism.
No, it's not. No, it's not, you colored bastard. Of course it is.
And it seems to be getting even more worse from what I go on Twitter. It seems even worse. Now people are talking about divides and stuff.
Oh, they've been saying that.
Oh.
There was a maybe we should talk about this off of YouTube. But they wanted like Oklahoma or some shit. No, they wanted Texas. Like, oh, we'll take Texas.
I bet.
So Texas would have turned into little Africa.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they can go to Austin and work here. But I think on that note, that's oh, we got the daylight saving time.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what? How's it only one? That's why it's daylight savings time. But yes, I think that is it for the show. And that's all I got.
We're still an hour early.
We are?
Yeah. We're usually about 3 hours.
Oh, there you go. Again, so it's when Raw and SmackDown suck. There's nothing to talk about.
And the pay-per-view sucks.
Like, yeah, there's nothing to expand on.
Nope.
And the pay-per-view was only 4 matches, so there's nothing to expand on there. So, but yes, that is it. If you agree with anything, let us know in the comments below. If you disagree with anything, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on social medias. I'm going to say it anyway. Oh, I had a tweet. So there you go.
Oh, did you?
I did a tweet.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. We're active over there now. So there you go. But is there anything else?
Nope. Just have a good night.
And on that note, survey says one more for the good guys.